Hey team, how you doing? Justin here from Mates in Construction. I just want to have a huge shout out to everyone there at the City of Moreton Bay. The work you do day in, day out, but not only that, the work that many of you do who are connectors and assist trained people to step up and look out for their mates. Recently, I shared a poem of mine at one of your barbecue events where you raised some money for mates. Really appreciative of that. But I want to remind you that it's not just one day a year or one barbecue a year that we check in on our mates, our friends, our family members. And so I want to share this poem with you again, just to remind you, just to celebrate our volunteers, those incredible humans who wear the green sticker, who wear the blue sticker, but daily step up to help a mate, help a friend, help a family member. And this poem was simply called Old Mate. Old mate, he was a chippy from the construction industry with tats all down his body and a mullet flowing free. He was a wag who loved to laugh, yet worked the timber hard. At Smoko, drowning in his sweat, he was always quite the card. Often loud at pre-start with a joke, a quip, or worse, singing mostly out of key, or reciting tasteless verse. His swagger was alluring, top bloke to be around. But something changed that Monday morn when he didn't make a sound. He might be off, Baz whispered as old mate stared at the floor, and with the toolbox over, he was first to make the door. No one had seen old mate that low, real close to leaking tears, not even when the Broncos lost and he hoofed those flaming beers. This was a change, there is no doubt, so they said, just give him space. Nobody knew what might be wrong, but there was something out of place. It finally took old Bluey to step up to the plate. He was a trained connector and he tracked down our old mate. He started off by saying, hey there bloke, are you okay? I noticed you were not yourself at the toolbox talk today. Old mate was slow to answer with his eyes glued to the floor, afraid that if he looked at Blue, his face would leak once more. But Blue just sat in silence and he gave old mate a chance to get his thoughts together, and then he gave old Blue a glance. I'm struggling, my brother, from a weekend straight from hell. I lost big time on the GGs and Miss Mrs. went left as well. To cope, I sought the wrong advice from Johnny, Jack and Jim, then getting done for DUI. I lost my licence on a whim. I don't think I can take no more, he said with dread and fear. I'm broke and broken down, old Blue, I'd be better off not here. Then Blue stepped in so genuine and said, oh mate, that's tough. It sounds to me like you may be thinking that you finally had enough. Old mate said, yeah, you got it right, I can't do this anymore. And Blue said, well, I'm listening now, so tell me, what's the score? And just like a busted water pipe, his thoughts began to spew while Blue just sat and listened, because that's the best thing he could do. He nodded and affirmed old mate, not trying to fix a thing. And when he stopped for half a breath, no advice did Bluey bring, except to say that must be tough, and because I play with wood, how about we call someone to help you get to good? With that, old Blue picked up the phone and together they made a call to 1300 MIC, where a legend caught the ball. They linked old mate to counselling and then followed up each week, while slowly he built wellness up. And again he found his peak. Once more, old mate brought energy into every room he'd walk, but louder than his banter now was his need to talk the talk. He'd say that he ain't weak to speak when circumstances bite, and with mates around like Bluey, we don't have to lose this fight. And when you really break it down, we do this every day. We turn up for each other in all we do and what we say. Today, old mate's a shining light because he gets what it's about. And with the gift of his experience, he now helps other tradies out. So let's celebrate these champions just like Blue, old mate and more, who take the time to notice when their mates are feeling poor. They're the legends of an industry, volunteers who break the mould, mostly high-vis on the outside, but their hearts, they're made of gold. Cheers team, thank you. Thank you for all that you do to look after your mates, your friends, your family members. And if someone comes up to you and checks in on you, be okay to say, hey, you know what? I'm actually not okay. Because what that's telling you is that someone actually cares. Someone actually has noticed. Look after you. Look after yourself. Take care, team. Thanks for all you do.